Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Bizkit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the tidbit. Oh shit, did nobody come to see you old? It's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloading. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coding. Memphis niggas spit this pippin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy, cooking, whipping, shipping, till we count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving pack niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, I need some more, nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach, I'm true geek. Walking by myself, but left with 2 freaks. Ooh, we, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah, baby, this is groovy. You can call me Money Boy, or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island, cause I like my love for choosy. When we link, it's a movie. She bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me. I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island, cause I love my love for choosy. When we link, it's a movie. She bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me. I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Bizkit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Bizkit.
Good morning, people. Good morning. Ain't nobody in the chat, so I can't even say put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I don't know if y'all can hear me because y'all know how this shit be going. I don't see my avatar removing, so I don't know. Hold on, let me check myself. Okay, yeah, it's working. Well, anyway, I'm gonna run through this as quickly as possible. I see Truth is going live in a minute to make fun of Helmet Head, and so she wasn't gonna be on time. No way. We all know she wasn't gonna be on time. I'm gonna make this quick. We're gonna. This is a 36-minute video. I might probably just stop it at this one and then come back and do my goodwill shit later. I think that's what I'll do. I don't think I need to conflate the two. So I'm gonna just do this little review of the NBC Fenia Duke story because I heard there was some good tidbits to come out about stuff we didn't know, like her boyfriend being at this meeting. Girl, you wasn't gonna be on time in the first goddamn place. See, I learned the other morning when you had your shit set for 10 and you ain't I was like, see, I could have went. So I learned my lesson. Because I was gonna be looking at the clock at 9, waiting outside the office for you, and you wasn't gonna be there. And I said, this is 36 minutes, so I should be off by 37. It's on double speed. There's not really. I don't think there's really much for me to say, but
we got to think about a suburban mayor. And that's how our deep dive into Dalton all began. We were told that Mayor Tiffany Henyard had taken a taxpayer-funded trip to Las Vegas, and that her assistant had accused a village trustee of assaulting her during that trip. Now, the tipster told us that when the mayor's assistant tried to get help from Henyard, the woman that she trusted and looked up to, she ended up getting fired a few months later. So that woman has since filed a civil lawsuit naming
Now,
Tiffany
it's just gonna be this one though, because I was debating last night when because Goodwill his video came up. I think, yeah, his video came up after I had made my live, because initially it was just supposed to be this and then me reading the lawsuit from LNC, but then Goodwill had uploaded the video right as I made it, so I changed the title. And yeah, I can just wait on him. They two separate lives or uploads, however the fuck I do it. But I ain't gonna conflate him, so it's just gonna be this one.
Henyard, Andrew Holmes, the Village of Dalton, and Thornton Township, all as defendants. Andrew Holmes has not been criminally charged and has not responded to our numerous requests.
I don't think Andrew's gonna be charged. It's sad as it is to say, and it's as much as it sucks to say, I don't think he's going to be charged. All the evidence is gone. The evidence was there that night when Officer Miles was talking to this nigga, and Officer Miles was on FaceTime, and he showed her that was the evidence then. Because then she could have been made aware right then with the police knocking on the door, and they could have asked her, did she remember consenting and all that other stuff. But yeah, he told her when she got home.
Lawsuit. Tiffany Henyard has denied all the allegations made against her. The allegations and the accusations you are about to hear are reflected in police reports we obtained in a joint lawsuit filed by the alleged victim and a Dalton police officer.
Fenia, how are you doing today?
That's kind of hard to even answer. It's up and down. It's kind of like that every single day. I can't say this past weekend I have been overly blessed for my child to where that has been having me feel elated.
I don't like Regina makeup.
So I will just go that route and say that I'm blessed. I can say that.
I want to go back a little bit and talk about Tiffany Henyard. She's your old boss. Is that correct?
Yes. I was her assistant. I actually originally met her when I was a teen, and she had a dance. She had a dance group, and I was in it, and we even performed at Lincoln and stuff. And I knew her since then, and she was a spunky girl, you know, like not the person that you guys see today. Like she was really actually cool. She was somebody that you really could seriously look up to. And that's where I kind of got it from. Like when I get older, I want to be involved with kids like this too. Like this is cool. Like this is nice. Like that's somebody that you have somebody that's in your corner, that's, you know, coaching your growth and just being there for you. And that's I kind of miss that about her.
Did you look up to her like a big sister?
Absolutely. If we was around at that time, she would always call me her mini-me, which I actually despise now. And please never ever call me it again. But yeah, I'm not even gonna lie on her. Like she really tried to actually lift me up. Like she tried to give me opportunities to be able to go do different things. She used to always push, like, you might take my seat as mayor, you might be next. I'm going to elevate. I want you to elevate behind me. So I definitely looked up to her.
Back in May of 2023, Fenia Duke says she learned about a business trip being planned to Las Vegas. The mayor was taking a group of people there to attend a convention. It was happening around the same time as Fenia's birthday. So she says she had never been to Vegas before and told the mayor she'd like to go. Fenia ends up attending that trip along with Dalton police officer Byron Miles, who at the time was part of the mayor's security detail. Also on that trip, Andrew Holmes, who is an elected Dalton trustee and a well-known community activist.
Go for
Fenia
face.
says she knew Andrew very, very well, and that she felt safe around him. At the time, she says she even referred to him as Uncle Drew.
Once she brought him into the campaign, then he became places by ourselves, making a move at me or pass me or anything. But that's awesome. I feel like I'm safe around him.
On the last day of the trip, Fenia says they all went out. They wanted to go out for drinks. Just the came along.
The safety be, you know, so I found enough that in the
I get my drinks at the
restaurant that I was
safe with.
Yeah, I told him verbally okay, I playing in Hollywood. Walked out. We went to Walgreens, and if we was looking to get some alcohol. And at first, we didn't know they had the heavy alcohol behind the counter at first. So we were just about to get some little cans of whatever, like little malt liquor things, whatever. Until we went to go check out, and we seen it. So we ended up getting like, I think Hennessy. It was Hennessy, 50 Hennessy. And then went next door, and they had a daiquiri place. It's like one of those places that you lift up, and it's just let's go get a chaser. So We go, and then there's another hotel that's through a trip. I did go to the dispensary, and I ended up getting a couple of pre-roll joints. And so we sat there and we smoked, and we're talking about the people walking past, laughing here and high. So now we end up walking down the strip. We're passing the I forgot what hotel it is that looks like New York. Then we get to the Mandalay, which is like the little castles and stuff. And we hear a concert. So we walk in there, we sit down in there, and we're watching the concert and stuff like that. We're talking about the people in there. Then we leave the concert and walk right back to the same fountain that we originally started at. And that's my little last memory until I wake up and see his room. So I can't remember getting up from that fountain, walking into the hotel, getting into the room, who even helped. Did I even walk myself? Can't remember any of that. My next memory is literally him waking me up saying, baby,
I gotta do this. It sucks, but I gotta do this. Do you remember drinking the 5th of Hennessy and or the chasers or whatever you got from the daiquiri spot? Did he pour you any drinks? Did you pour your own drinks? Because if you poured your own drinks and it was a brand new bottle, that kind of takes away that he may have slipped some in there. You know, it's a whole bunch of unknowns in this thing. It's just a lot of questions about a lot of stuff.
baby girl, you wake up, and I'm just jumping up. And now this is not the face that I'm expecting to see because I have my own room. So you're waking me up. I'm confused on why I'm here.
Do you think you blacked out?
I knew for sure waking up that I was completely disoriented. Like I knew that me not knowing how I went from the fountain and I'm waking up here, I knew that immediately. That was how. Like it was like a blink, and now I'm hearing it like that. I knew immediately I'm discombobulated.
Whose room did you wake up in?
Andrew Holmes' room.
Whose bed did you wake up
Andrew
in?
Holmes' bed.
In the Miles called him hotel room. Officer Miles claimed Andrew made reference to engage with Fenia. He says he began recording their conversation. The lawsuit says that Andrew transitioned from a phone call to FaceTime, then panned the camera to private areas of Fenia's body, at times moving or removing articles of clothing. Fenia says when she woke up in Andrew's bed, they were both fully dressed and that she immediately began looking for her belongings. But she recalls.
Damn. So on the phone with the police, he was sliding clothes to the side and taking them off. But when she woke up, she was fully dressed. That sounds a bit nefarious. Why? If you did everything by the book, Mr. Andrew, why you put her clothes back on? That's a lot of goddamn work, I would suspect, to put clothes on a sleeping person. See again, Officer Miles. You should have told that night. You should have had hotel security to just check. The only reason you wouldn't have is if you're saying that's your homeboy, but then you can't be cool with a homeboy just out here taking shit.
That something did not feel right.
Then while I'm looking around now, I'm also standing up on my feet. I'm really feeling like I've never felt this way before. Like this
You feel
feels
disoriented.
weird. Yeah, I feel disoriented, discombobulated, all of that. Like it was way past just a hangover. It was way past all that. I felt like I was on 1,000 elevators. Like I felt like my body just keep going up. That's how I just kept feeling. Like I have no explanation of why I feel like this. Because again, I drink and I smoke. That's regular. So me drinking like how I drunk, that wasn't. And then I even finished the drink. Like so, I know like I wasn't just full out, just blacked out. And it's just the first time that I ever drank.
That dispensary weed is something else too. I ain't gonna hold you. The best weed that I've had has come from dispensaries across these great United States of America. I don't know what it is. They just be the people that grow that dispensary weed know what the fuck they doing. That shit there will knock you on your ass. It will. And alcohol don't help. It don't. Hey, it didn't play.
Drink before, so I immediately knew like something was wrong. But again, at the time frame of what it was, I wasn't trying to question it because now I got to make sure that I make it back to this plane.
Fenia says they rushed to the airport to catch their flight back home. All the while, Fenia says she was trying to recall what happened and why her body felt different.
how can you really prove this if you don't remember this? But you know what your body feels. You weren't feeling that way before you woke up into his room. When y'all were walking in, all up and down the strip, you were fine. How you're feeling, my area and what that felt like, no ma'am. So and it was like, it was more, and I went on my period. It was at the end of my period, so I was still fighting. So I definitely know I didn't go down there for that. And so I didn't have any cramps, but what I felt, and I'm like, I don't usually cramp after the fact. So it's just like I was trying to debunk. So I'm like, that man would do nothing. So you have to find, you cannot, this cannot be it. Like, and then it's also just like, this really can't be it. Like that was also a denial for me. Like this, because coming out, like look at my life now. Like this is something I never wanted to be sitting in front of you talking to you about this ever. This is not the type of narrative I've ever wanted all my life. So now it is. That was the denial. Like if I come out saying this, that's strong. And then because I can't remember anything, what if I could have been wrong? But that's on my mind just telling me like, just you have to find some other way. But my body and how it felt.
Fenia says she returned to work and received a text message from Officer Byron Miles.
I'm at work and I get a text message and from Officer Miles, and he said, "Are you okay?" And now I'm just like thinking that this man is reading my mind, because again, I didn't say anything to anybody. So I'm like, no, I'm cool. What do you mean? He said, "Are you sure?" And I'm, yeah. Now you scared me. Why are you asking me? Or you just coming out of nowhere asking me, "Am I okay? Are you sure?" He's like, "I don't take this weird. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I think you should go to the doctor." Now again, I'm already fighting it in my head. And if you're saying this and I have no idea, I can't even remember anything, and I feel like I'm only fighting it in my head, and you're telling me you feel like I need to go to the doctor, I immediately went. I immediately told William Moore, because I was working. I was at Dalton Park working behind the counter, and I told him I need to go. Now I gotta go to the hospital. He's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "I just need to go." So I went. Then again, walking to the hospital. Now I'm like, but if I do this, they're gonna pull out. They're gonna bring police. They're gonna do the rape kit. And what if I'm wrong? Like my mind is just saying, like, this is an elected official. It's not like just Johnny down the street. This is a big person. And then he's an advocate and all this stuff. Like this is a major person. You can't remember anything. You know what your body feels, but you literally have no words or evidence to say like this happened to me. Besides, I can't remember anything. Besides, I blame something. Besides, this was the last person that I was with, and now I feel like this since I was with the last person that I was with. So I'm sorry.
Take your time.
Lord. Oh God, I'm okay. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it.
Well, at the hospital, Fenia says she got an STD test, but she did not ask for a rape kit. May I ask you this, and this is a question that a lot of people may ask, but when you came back to Dalton and you go to the doctor at the hospital, may I ask, did you get a rape kit? If so, why or why not?
And that's why I was saying I did it because, one, it's an elected official, and them doing a rape kit is going to start the whole investigation right there and there. I haven't talked to Tiffany, and in my mind, because just working for her, I'm just thinking about don't mess up her, her vision, her her name, her career, whatever. And even though, again, me thinking in my head, I didn't wake up in a room with her that she shouldn't take it like that, but seeing that she kind of did take it like that, and where it is now, at the time I didn't know how that investigation would have gone, and I literally was fighting myself, even though again I feel my body, but my mind saying this is big. If you do this is something that you can defame him, like you could possibly be wrong. Like I'm saying all this little stuff just to deter me, and that's mostly the main reason why I didn't, because I felt like I just need to talk to Tiffany first. Like I don't know what's going on. I need to talk to Tiffany.
Do you regret that decision?
I regret it wholeheartedly. Not me. I really believe that lady was gonna help me. I really did. That's why. And that's another reason why I felt okay. You know what? I'm going to Tiffany because she's gonna know what to do. I regret it wholeheartedly.
Fenia says,
and Tiffany running around here talking about some, I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. Now, true enough, Tiffany, you ain't do shit wrong, but you firing her and nothing happening to Andrew showed that you chose your allegiance to the guy that was going to help you vote yes on everything rather than standing up for a black woman who may or may not have been wronged. Oh, but I forgot you said y'all did y'all own little investigation and didn't nobody want to come forward and talk yet. They've been talking. Well, Officer Miles ain't, but he passed the recording on.
she decided it was time to tell the mayor about her experience on that Vegas trip. According to the lawsuit, she arranged a meeting with Tiffany Henyard. Officer Miles was there too. The lawsuit notes that he drove Henyard to the meeting and also told.
And Tiffany, you so stubborn. You won't even settle the damn lawsuit. You won't even attempt to settle it. That's how stubborn you are. Even with all this press going on, you would think you could have had this squashed a long time ago when it got filed. Talk to her lawyer, see how much it costs to settle. Because you know you did her wrong. If nothing else, you should settle because you know you did her wrong. And she was somebody that came up through your programs. Crazy work.
Told her what he witnessed on the call with Andrew Holmes.
Who's all in this meeting?
It's only me, Officer Miles, and Tiffany Hanger, and we were in a closed office in a old bank,
The old bank across the street in Village Hall.
Yeah, and so we were in a room. I told her the whole story, and for her, it was kind of like when I was telling her, she didn't have a surprised look on her face, but it was kind of more like she immediately started thinking about herself. So the first thing she said was, "You know, this is going to ruin me, right?" And I immediately said, "That's why I'm coming to you first, because I want to move to where it doesn't hurt you. Like, if you have to take this and ride with it of helping me and boosting yourself up or however you got to do it, that's fine. But I'm coming to you first to tell you that you're
tell Tiffany Hanger the entire story
Yes.
of what happened, what you can remember in Vegas, and what is her immediate reaction? What did she say?
That was the first thing she said. You know, this is going to ruin me. And then she told me that you can't trust everybody. And you have him around your daughter and stuff, right? Like, you telling me that I can't trust everybody, but you brought him into this camp. Like, before, when you first brought him in, actually everybody was opposed to it. Like, we don't mess with him. He ran against you with Mayor and all this stuff. Like, how we didn't understand what she brought him in there for.
Do you think she believed you? At that point, she says this could ruin her, but does she not believe you? Or
Man, how she looked at me is like,
believe her,
she kind
I think she believed it. That's why she said this is going to ruin her, because she believed it. And she was the one that brought Andrew around, but it wouldn't have ruined Tiffany at all. It actually would have helped her if she stood beside this and denounced the actions or suspended him, would pay or however the fuck these people do shit like this. Just suspend them. And she lost her job, he didn't. And this nigga get paid to not show up at meetings. He ain't been to we can count since these allegations have come out in the Jed situation, we can count how many meetings this nigga has been at. And we still got a couple fingers left on one hand if we count how many meetings he done been to since this shit done came out. But he getting paid for it.
already knew type. Not that she didn't believe me, but it's like she kind of already just, I know that happened, but I'm actually just kind of, shocked that you're bringing this to me right now.
I'm sure Officer Miles told Tiffany as well. He told Tiffany what Andrew did. He told you. But he definitely told he was a security detail. He had to give her the heads up. Hey, man, there might be some shit coming down the pipeline.
Type face. Like, oh, you're not scared? You come to tell me? It's like, that's the type of face. Like, that's exactly what she did. Like, you know it's gonna ruin me, right? And then that's when she came up. Then after her whole little spiel, that's when she got up and hugged me.
According to the lawsuit, Tiffany told Fenia in front of Officer Miles that she would take care of it and that Fenia should trust her. Shortly after that, Fenia says Henyard called her.
Wait a damn minute. Tiffany say, you can't trust everybody. And then turn around and say, but you can trust me. Yeah, the red flag.
Boyfriend, Kamal Woods, who then came to their meeting. Fenia said in her report to police.
Now, what the fuck was Kamal supposed to do? Why did she call her boyfriend? And so, why is her boyfriend being called in on official city government business? Was Kamal even on the damn Vegas trip? Most people call their lawyer. This motherfucker called Kamal.
That she then told Kamal the same information she had just told Tiffany.
He's just saying, you're gonna get paid. You good, you're gonna get paid. No, you're gonna get paid. What you want? That truck you run out there, you gonna get a new car. Don't worry about it. It's like he studied this, repeating this. And I'm telling him, like, this is not, I don't care about no getting paid. So now he's saying, tell me, okay, so what is it that you want? I said, I want justice. He needs to go to jail. Like, and to be honest, I said to jail or to hell. That's what I said. Either one. Those are the options for me. I don't care about no money. I don't care about any of that. If he did something that he wasn't supposed to do, this is what I want. So he's like, well, we got you. And then that's when he got out the room. And that's when they sent Miles to go get us something to eat. So now it's just me, Tiffany, and Kamal. Now we're in the outer area of the old bank. And we're just sitting there. And Kamal hands me a paper. He was like, write down what you want. So I literally sat there looking at that paper maybe like an hour and a half as well. Because I'm like, what do you mean? What do I want? If I literally just told you, like, I want him to go to jail. I want him to be charged. They need to come get him. What do you mean write a list? Why am I doing this? So it literally took me an hour and a half. And he's still even telling me, come on, just write down. Like through the whole time, just write it down. Just write what you want. Just go. So, and I did. Thinking that these people on my side. No. Because now the last thing Tiffany told me before leaving the campaign office is, give me a week and she's going to get her lawyer on it. She was like, you want me to use my lawyer, right? Yeah. Because I don't have a lawyer. I don't have no money for no lawyer. So I said, of course. So I'm thinking that she's going to take this on. Okay. We're going to talk about it. Wait for me.
May I ask, what did you ask for?
Honestly, I just said, I want my car paid off. If I can get a couple months of rent, that's fine. Sure. But, and stuff for my son and a couple, and, you know, money from just being hurt. Like, and it was so hard. It took me so long to even write it down. Because I'm like, sir, like, it's like a ransom list or something. Like, you know, like, I've never been in this predicament to want to just write down a list, like it's Christmas or something, you know.
But then Kamal takes the list,
folds it up, put it in the back
and
pocket.
Says, let me reach out to the attorney. We'll get back to you.
So then we all disperse, we all leave. And I didn't hear from her ever again.
We reached out to Kamal Woods about this interaction, but he has not responded to our numerous requests for comment. Fenia provided NBC5 a copy of a letter she received in June 2023 from attorney Michael Delgado, who represented the village at the time, asking her to preserve evidence. The police report also details that Officer Miles was contacted by his department's internal affairs unit and given a letter also asking him to preserve evidence. Delgado told us in an email, the letter and review of this matter was performed on behalf of the village of Dalton. The email goes on to say that his office is not authorized to release any records without the village's approval, and that we should contact the village's administrator to request. We did reach out to the village administrator and the village's PR firm about the records.
Is it Keith
but we
Price
have not received
or is it the other nigga?
What happened to that letter?
I still got that letter.
What did you do with it? Did you submit that information that he was asking for?
Now I didn't give them anything. And that's probably another reason why, like, that probably sent them off. Because I'm like, why are you trying to get? They even had a meeting with Officer Miles. They tried to tell him, you know, after they heard that it was that Officer Miles actually recorded it. They were like, well, we need that. Isn't that a work phone? He was like, it is a work phone, but it's a work phone that I pay for. So they even got mad at him. Like, they sent him the same exact letter as well. It said the exact same thing, except our names changed, that we need to give over whatever, and we haven't gave nothing.
Fenia says the mayor told her to take as much time as she needed, but according to the lawsuit, within days of their meeting, Fenia was put on unpaid medical leave, although she says she did not request it. She says she was fired from both her jobs in Thornton Township and the village of Dalton in October 2023.
Somebody's coming to you saying that something happened to him as egregious as it was, and you saying, okay, that's fine, you're fired though. In what sense did that make? I couldn't tell you. It's Tiffany. She's more focused on Tiffany or whatever. Tiffany, it don't have to be career. It can be if she's about to go eat a cup of ice. It has to just be about her. Like, it doesn't matter about her career. It's about Tiffany and how she breathes. And then everybody around her circle, we also have to breathe on the same synchronization as her to make sure that everything is running for Tiffany. So it doesn't matter even if it's a career.
We received a statement from Tiffany Henyard's PR firm in March of 2024. It reads as follows. As previously issued, the village of Dalton conducted a thorough investigation into these allegations. The investigation was led by consisting of former law enforcement officers, none of whom have ever been affiliated with the village of Dalton. Former police officer Miles was interviewed and denied knowing anything about these allegations. Also, despite numerous attempts by the village's independent investigators to contact Ms. Dukes, she refused to give a statement or cooperate with our investigation. Unfortunately, this is nothing more than two disgruntled village employees who are trying to make off with the taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. The village looks forward to defending these allegations and pursuing all other available remedies to the village. When we asked majority of trustees about this third-party investigation, they said they had no knowledge of it. They also told us any third-party investigation would need the approval of the village board. What do you say to that?
I say it's funny because if we're disgruntled former employees, one, Miles still works there, so I don't see how he can be disgruntled for anything. You knocked him down from where he was, but he's still working there. And me, I'm not disgruntled at all. Something happened to me and now I'm hurt. Just imagine if it didn't, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Like, I don't see how you could put that. So again, it's just a stupid move on her behalf, talking talking faster than her brain is thinking. Because if that's what you felt that was good, made sense to you, that I'm a former, and I want to run off with taxpayers' dollars. I was making the most money that I've ever made in my life working for her. I was making almost $138,000, $38,000 a year. That was my salary. Like, I'd never seen that. Like, I never had money from my check left over and it didn't have to go to something. So why on earth would I ever mess that up? Like, I even was talking to Jen. I said, I kind of much rather probably would have been rather on her side and fighting you than this being my narrative. Like, that's how much of I'm disgruntled. I love working for you. Like, I loved you as a person. Like, I actually still love her as a person. I don't know who she is now, but I still love her. I really do.
You still love her?
Yes, I really looked up to her. I'm hurt. I would never ever talk to her ever again. But the love is real though. I really looked up to you since I was young. So to see you flip and you're not even not even a person that I met. You're a monster now because this is not even who you are. Like, you used to, man. She was really cool. She's actually a really cool person. So I don't know where it went wrong. I don't know if it's now she got a lot of money. So some people lose their mind when they get a lot of money and they start acting different. I don't know.
It's almost a year after the Vegas trip in March 2024. Fenia files a police report with South Holland PD that is
138,000. Shit, that's a lot of goddamn. Tiffany she be hooking folks up with the jobs, though. She be hooking, but them jobs, it come with a price. All her jobs come with a price. If y'all ain't seen it really do. But 138,000, woo, you eating good.
is the facts to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. In it, she names Andrew Holmes as having assaulted her. And the police report is very detailed. Lots of names and information is redacted. It shows that Las Vegas detectives completed phone interviews with Fenia and Officer Miles. It also details that no video footage from Planet Hollywood, the hotel where the group stayed, existed due to the time lapse. According to the report, the detective contacted an attorney who said he represented Henyard. And that attorney initially said the mayor was willing to provide statements. But days later, that attorney told the detective that the interview would need to be canceled. He advised the detective that Fenia and Miles filed a civil lawsuit against the mayor, Thornton Township, and the village of Dalton. According to the police report, the detective notes that items of clothing were tested and an audio recording was submitted by the attorney representing Fenia and Officer Miles. Additionally, over 50 photos and videos were submitted by Fenia. Now, we submitted a request for evidence to Las Vegas police, which was declined. We also requested evidence from the attorney representing Fenia and Officer Miles. We did not get a response. According to the report, the case was presented to the Clark County District Attorney's Office. It goes on to say, this case was denied by the DA's office. The detective told Officer Miles the next day that the case was denied due to insufficient evidence. When asked by Miles, what are we missing? The officer reports telling Miles they had gathered everything they had been told about. The report concludes that the case has been closed, but if new evidence is discovered, it will be reviewed again.
They just said that it was lack of evidence. Even and when they did call me to say that it was lack of evidence, I was like, so how do you guys solve 20-year cold cases and all this stuff? She said, oh yeah, we do that. We just we have lack of evidence for your case.
We reached out to attorney John Erickson, who according to the police report represents Andrew Holmes, but we did not get a response. Holmes has never publicly addressed these allegations, even in response to the civil lawsuit. And since filing that complaint, Fenia has attended several village board meetings. At one meeting in November 2024, she addresses Andrew Holmes.
So tell me I'm lying, or tell them why. Going to the meetings, I tried to go and confront him, but every time I went, after I can't have my statement out, he's not there.
But you did confront him recently.
Yes, and that was after trying to get to meetings, because they would be meetings that I didn't make it to. Oh, now you're there. Now I can't make it to this meeting because I don't like bringing my kid to those types of things. Even the meeting that I actually did finally say something, my best friend took my son out right before I could say something, and that made me feel better that I can actually freely say what I need to say.
Why did you need to confront him?
Because he needs to tell everybody. He needs to tell me, tell the world that I'm not lying, because you have people think that I'm just out here making up stuff, that I want money, that I'm a disgruntled former employee. No, sir. Tell these people what you did. Or tell me in my face that I'm lying in front of these people. But something, you say something. Tell us something. Tell the truth, though. Because the truth's always going to come out, just like the light in the dark.
In December of 2024, more than a year and a half after the alleged incident, Fenia and community activist Jedediah Brown went to Las Vegas hoping to meet with a detective. And while there, the police took a second report in which Fenia again named Andrew Holmes. It states that she came to file a report for unlawful dissemination of intimate images of her. which she was only made aware of after the news of her assault became public. The report does not reference any additional photos being provided to Las Vegas PD. We contacted the Clark County District Attorney's Office about any further developments, but we have yet to hear back.
So my second report is solely based off of what I know I do have evidence is, and that's him sending video and picture of my body without my consent. I'm hoping that, you know, it's not going to go to the sexual assault division. It's going to go to another division. So I'm hoping that we do get someone. And then when I was talking to the officer, he actually kind of made me feel like he was actually listening. So it made a difference of, you know, sending a report from another police station all the way to Vegas and then actually coming and physically sitting in front of them and them actually hearing my story and seeing me and feeling me. So I'm actually kind of feeling good.
What is your message?
As hard as it possibly is, just say something. Because the worst thing that could be is that nobody believes you, but you said something. And our voice is mostly all we have. And you gotta stand up for you. And I know that that's hard. Because again, I literally just told you I was fighting denial. Because I could have just kept this to myself. And then, you know what? I know something happened to me. I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep going out. You know, and I really could have messed me up, even though I already feel like I'm messed up right now. But you have to stand up for yourself. That is the biggest piece of advice that I can get to if anything happened to you, male or female, because it happens to both of them. Open your mouth. Because how can anybody help you if we don't know? How you gonna beat yourself up like I did? Depressed, not want to get out of bed, want to take myself out of here. I almost did. I almost took myself right up on out of here. And the only thing that stopped me was my son. That was the only thing. Because I just couldn't imagine my baby having grown up without me. But I was close. Seriously close. Because I just couldn't imagine this is my narrative. I don't want to be known as that. I don't want people to see me out there and just the first thing they just feel is they gotta hug me because this is what they know. That's not what I want people to know. So this is hard, but no matter how hard it is, you gotta stand up for yourself. And that's what I just keep telling people. And even when I meet little girls, and I've even met one, and for her to only 11 now. So that's tough because you're 11 now. But so it's just thinking like that, like how dare you? So just like that, and luckily she was able to say something too. She spoke up, and she got her parents involved. So yes, you just have to involve. You gotta keep people involved. And I'm learning that too. I'm learning to ask for help because that's the hardest thing for me to do. Because when I've asked for help before, I don't get it. I want people who's fighting to know it's going to be a lot. I didn't even know half of the stuff that I was going to go through. Like I said, I would have never even expected to be in an NBC today. Never would imagine ever being in a news place ever in my life. But here I am because this is serious and I mean it. And I want justice. I want truth. I want Tim to tell these people what you've done. And I don't want. I don't want a sorry. That's of course. Don't tell me sorry. That's cool. I already know what you did. But now I just need you to go and stand up and you need to go through what you need to go through for what you've done to me. That was your decision. And I might not even get the truth. That's the hard part. That's the part that kills me. I might not get the truth, and that's the part that makes me feel like, and I don't want nobody to take this wrong, but that might make me crazy.
And you talk about help and trying to get answers.
Mm-hmm.
There's this Jedediah Brown who went to jail.
Yeah.
You know, he went to jail, and he said that he's got your back.
Yeah, and I promise you, it's been so many people that tried to deter me from him. Whatever, nobody can. So I'm so appreciative of Jedediah Brown. Thank you. I'm elated for him. Like I picked a better person, and I didn't even know him before the situation. Like I didn't really follow up on the other stories that he advocated for. So he kind of came, and I was kind of standoffish with him at first because I thinking this guy just coming out of nowhere. You just want to help. You don't even know me, but today I'll fight for him if he needed whatever you need. I'm there for you, just because how he is for me. So I'm wholeheartedly appreciative for him.
Finish this sentence for me. Fenia Dukes is.
Oh man, I feel like out of everything you asked me, that just put me on spot. Fenia Dukes is determined. Fenia Dukes, I now realize, is strong. I can't say that this has been a little bit of character building for me too, even though the circumstances are what it is. But I have seen myself really just taking some stuff that I just never thought I would be able to take. And I never thought I was just strong to do. I never thought that my mind could even fathom.
If there's any message you have for Tiffany Henyard to Andrew Holmes, what would it be?
So for Andrew, honestly, I feel like there's nothing else. It's not going to change. I just need you to tell the truth. That's all for Andrew. Like, I don't know what was going on in your mind. I don't know, if that's something that you just do. But at this point, you're out there now. You're caught. Like, this is what it is. So like, you can save yourself time, or just come out and say what's happened. So that's that. But for Tiffany, I do want her to know that, again, like I said, I loved you, dude. And she know what I mean when I say talk like that. But I did. And I looked up to her. I really actually believed in her wholeheartedly. Like from what I was seeing and assisting her, even though she was tough on me, but she also gave me opportunities and I was able to go places where I never thought I would be able to go and meet the people that I'd be able to meet. And I was appreciative of that, and I just want her to know that you hurt me. You really hurt me, and it sucks that it has to go this way because I believed in you, and I even just believed in you as a mayor or a supervisor, but I believed in you as Tiffany, the person that I met and that I grew up with. You know, I wish it could have been different. Honestly, wish she could have been different. She could have did so much great things. She just had a good heart, and I think that's the only thing that she's missing. And I don't know what she went through that just kind of kicked her over. But I'm praying for her every day. Every day. I don't necessarily, like I said, I don't necessarily want to ever be in that relationship with her ever again. But I'm praying for her. I do want people to know that have been supporting me. Thank you. Because again, you don't even know me, and for you to have that in your heart to help me, tell my son that these people just gave my son every single thing that he asked for on his Christmas. And me as a child, I never got everything, you know. And I knew that this Christmas was going to probably be the first Christmas I wasn't going to be able to do nothing. Like when I tell you that was the hardest thing, because fighting rent and fighting my car note and all the different bills that they all came in, and it was like, I'm not gonna be able to do it for my baby. And for those beautiful people to make sure that my baby wasn't going to miss out. Nothing. Like that's what made me smile. Like that's why I said, out of everything I'm going through, that's the type of stuff I can smile for. Like people are going to see me smile. Like a lot of people, well, she can't be hurt. She's smiling. She's laughing. So she couldn't be hurt. Oh, he didn't take my smile. He didn't take my character. He didn't take Fenia. He took a little piece of me, but he didn't take nothing more than that. So you're going to see me smile. Yeah, I'm hurting. I'm at home going through my mind trying to figure out what life is, looking for jobs and stuff like that. But I'm still going to smile because God woke me up. He woke my baby up. You know, so I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Those people blessed my baby. So thank you all.
Andrew Holmes remains a trustee in the Village of Dalton. He has not responded to our numerous requests for comment. Fenia Dukes and Officer Byron Miles' civil lawsuit against the Village of Dalton, Thornton Township, Tiffany Henyard, and Andrew Holmes remains pending as of January 2025. Andrew Holmes has never publicly addressed these allegations, even in response to the civil lawsuit. The attorney for Fenia Dukes and Officer Miles is seeking a default judgment against him, and they are also seeking a jury trial. The attorney did not respond to our request for an interview with him or Officer Miles. An attorney representing Tiffany Henyard sent us a statement that reads, Mrs. Henyard strongly denies all the allegations mentioned by Ms. Dukes. She did not put Ms. Dukes on unpaid medical leave or fire her because of any report of misconduct. Additionally, no conversation like the one described took place. Mrs. Henyard remains committed to maintaining a professional and respectful workplace, and she has always acted in accordance with applicable laws and regulations. Any allegations to the contrary are categorically false and will be addressed accordingly.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Let me see what time it is. 8:58. Man, I'm good. I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, meet me over at Truth Hurts channel. She finna act a fool. I know she is. Just go on over there. Until the next episode. We out.
Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the tidbit. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old, it's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coding. Memphis niggas spit this pimpin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy, cooking, whipping, shipping, till you count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving back niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating cause they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, oh, I need some more, nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach. I'm too geek, walking by myself but left with two freaks, fool weed, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah, baby, this is groovy. You can call me Money Boy, or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a two-piece. Top down, two-seater, let me feel the two breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches is some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island, cause I like my love for choosy. When we link, it's a movie. She busted like a Uzi. I love the way she do me. I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island, cause I love my love for choosy. When we link, it's a movie. She busted like a Uzi. I love the way she do me. I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit.